Here to answer your questions about the border. This is the Banderas Monument. The President of Mexico, back about 1999, as a point of pride, had these massive flagpoles built in cities all over Mexico, where they normally on a day that's not this windy, they would have a huge Mexican flag flying on that one, but it's so windy today they just can't do it. But it's just incredible. This is the Banderas Monument right here at Piedras Negras. You can see the sign over there. But yeah, we're down here on the border here to answer questions. Anything you've got, anything you want to know. This is Shelby Park. This is Shelby Park. I'm right across the street from Shelby Park. So yeah, there's a couple things I want to show you. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit, let you see a few things. First of all, one of the things I want you to notice is there's no people. I'm standing in a park in Mexico, in Piedras Negras, Mexico, and I'm looking at Shelby Park. There's a few people swimming and playing, a few families walking down here, just enjoying their own work. See the Piedras Negras sign over there? Yeah, beautiful park, by the way. Our park, not so much. That's Shelby Park. Greg Abbott bullied the mayor of Eagle Pass into signing it over as private property, and then he's just pissed away our surplus here down in Texas doing this nonsense. As you can see, there are no immigrants. There's nothing to do. It's just a waste of money. And as far as being a tough guy barrier and all that nonsense, it's kind of silly because it stops right over there. You can see the fence stops right over there, and it stops right over here. See, there's the boat ramp there, and then you just see in the distance right there, oops, no more fence. It's just hilarious. I mean, it's literally just walk around it, and they're pretending it's agitprop, it's astroturf. They're pretending that they're doing something, and I got to tell you, folks, it's working. It's really working. I just had a conversation with a guy that, they had at Christmas time. They always have a surge of immigrants at Christmas time because everybody wants to get together with their families. And after Christmas stops, that's it. And I'm talking to this guy in the restaurant, and he really believes he cannot put it together that it's just an annual surge. He thinks that this little chunk of barbed wire, little chunk of razor wire in one section, I mean, it's just literally just a few hundred yards, put a stop to immigration, illegal immigration. It's just hilarious. I mean, they cannot put it together in their heads that it was just a surge. And when I asked him about it, I brought it to his attention. I said, well, look, man, the restaurant we're sitting at right here is not near Shelby Park. It's 10 minutes away. There's no barbed wire here. So that barbed wire didn't stop the immigration here. And he said, oh yeah, they used to come in the restaurant and this and then. I said, yeah, but they're not coming anymore. And I said, well, yeah. Well, I guess, more Border Patrol did that and just shifted. And what I got out of that conversation more than anything is that we Democrats need to be talking about the border more. Because these guys have it in their heads that this nonsense, this agitprop, that's doing nothing. You can literally see there's nobody there. We're just paying salaries for people to sit around with their hands in their pockets. They're really thinking that this did something. In their heads, they really think that did something. And we really have to be talking about what really did something. It was the Customs and Border Patrol agents that dealt with that surge. And we have a bill to do more of that. And let me show you one more thing. Hey, there is a problem down here. There really is a problem down here that needs work. But it's not that nonsense that Greg Apps, that agitprop the Republicans are doing. This right here, this is it. See that bridge? I want you to look at the traffic on that bridge. That's all traffic going to Mexico. Or pardon me, going from Mexico to the United States. And then you can see the cars coming the other here to Mexico. You see how backed up that is? Folks, that is the problem. You know, your illegal immigration isn't people jumping through the river here and swimming. It's not. It's truckloads of people going across that bridge that never get detected because they're so backed up. And the border bill had funding to improve that. There's only there's 3 lanes worth of scanners. And as you can see, it's just not enough. It's just not enough. And the border bill was designed to expand and enhance that. But Republicans won't do it because they want to do this agitprop stuff. And it's because it's working for them. It's working for them. There are people that really believe that these guys sitting here with their hands in their pockets doing nothing is helping immigration. I was born in South Texas. I mean, look at this. It's a beautiful river. It's riverfront property. And look at this low rent trash that we have out here. This is beautiful riverfront property. You know, and if you go just around this bend here, you get past this area right here. This is a relatively poor area of El Paso right here. It's old. Not so much poor, it's just old. As soon as you reach this hill right here, it's all new houses, man. It's all new houses. I've got some footage that I'm going to show in the show, you know, my show, Coffee with Texas Paul. That these are they're $500,000, $750,000, $1 million homes they're building down here on the river. This is riverfront property. And, you know, they're doing this low rent trash down here. Hey, dumbass, that says it's not El Paso. Dude, I'm standing in Piedras Negras. Get a freaking map. God, you idiots. Right-wingers are... Sorry, I had a connection bleep there. I mean, this is nothing. What a waste of money. How can anybody justify this? There are no immigrants here. Oh, look, there's a duck. Watch out, here comes that duck. You got a couple kids playing the river over here. Because you know it's a river. Just playing, having fun. I mean, just look at these guys just standing around doing nothing. Just wasting our tax dollars. There goes your $30 billion surplus that we had, just gone. I mean, look at this low rent trash, man. China shipping. All these shipping, Maersk shipping containers on riverfront property. And I guarantee you, if the city of Eagle Pass had asked for a nickel from Greg Abbott and the Republicans to do anything positive in this park, because look, again, right here, see the dugouts? See that brown patch? That's baseball field. This is a city park that belongs to the people of Eagle Pass. If they would have asked for a nickel to help out in this park, they'd have got the middle finger. And again, you know, how can you justify this? Talking about they're doing anything about illegal immigration? What a joke! It ends right here. You can see it end right there. I've got footage for my show where I'm just up the river from there. It's just beautiful up there. They're building, you know, $750,000, $500,000 houses in really nice neighborhoods right on the river because, again, it's riverfront property. Nothing like they portray it. Yeah, Sean, they stopped the wall where the rich people are. They did. Look, I want you to see this. See the black fence on the other side of the park? That runs both directions. That runs out a couple hundred yards this way, and then it runs out, and you can follow it. I want you to follow it. That black fencing, okay? Runs through. That's a poor neighborhood right there. I just drove through it. It's a poor neighborhood. So they put the fencing there. You know, no lawyers they're going to sue. And it keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going. And then all of a sudden you start seeing the nice houses and no fencing. I didn't have to walk around anything to get down to the river right over there. Oh no, there's no more black fencing over there. Yeah, there is no invasion. I mean, I can zoom in all the way. I'm on the Mexican side of the border, folks. There ain't nobody there. Just people enjoying the park. That's it. See, they've got a park here. Football field. And just on the other side of that is soccer fields. They've got use of their park. But do we? Do we Americans? Do the folks in Eagle Pass? No. No. This is agitprop nonsense. Oh, and this is hilarious. You see that area right here? That's where Mango Mussolini came down to do his photo op right there. It's just hilarious. They've taken this boat ramp away from the people. It's just nonsense. Complete nonsense. They made a walkway. If you look, you see right here? Let me try to zoom in again. Just the top side of that boat. You see that barbed wire? They made this whole walkway with razor wire in there for my idiot governor Greg Abbott to roll through during that stupid photo op. That's what they're wasting our money on. That's what they're wasting their money on. Did they do anything for the park? For the people of El Paso? No. Didn't do a damn thing. Nothing. Didn't even bother throwing any grass seed down. Look at this. All they're doing is just killing the grass in the city's park. I'm standing here right now live, folks. This is not filmed a while ago. This is right now, today, as we speak. There's nothing going on. Look at all those employees over there. See those pickup trucks? All those employees just sitting in these buildings. Look at them. All those cars. You're paying all those salaries to stop this. Nothing. Just a nice little Mexican park over here. That's what you're doing. That's what you're wasting my $30 billion tax surplus going to stop nothing. Just some people hanging out in their own park. That's all. That's all it is. Hola. Oh. Pendejos, right? Pendejos, right? Yeah. So, just stupidity, waste of money, idiots. Look at them. Look at them, just walking around doing nothing. Idiots. It is. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And you know what? There really are things that need to be fixed, folks. Like this Christmas, there really was a huge surge. There really was. But Customs and Border Patrol took care of that. That's what took care of that. Customs and Border Patrol. We need more agents. We need to fix this. You got people doing business, going over to work on jobs. We need more scanners at the end of this so that people can get through and quit being inconvenienced. The technology we wanted to pay for in the border bill, that's what fixes that. But what do the Republicans want to do? More of this show nonsense. More of this show nonsense. Stupidity. Just stupidity. Look, hey, oh, watch out now. There's a jogger. We got a jogger. Watch out. Dummies. I mean, God. I mean, they really, get my back here. They really are just liars. They're just liars. They treat people like shit. They don't respect people. They don't respect our neighbor. You know, look at this low rent ghetto trash, all of this stuff, and then look at this beautiful monument. Look at this beautiful monument. Look at this. That thing's huge, man. It's the Astor Bandera Monument. It's a nice park over here. The trees are taken care of. You know, it's nice. They got access for the people to go down to the river and swim if they want to. It's crazy. It's just insane. And what's more insane is it's working. I literally had with a guy that runs a restaurant just 20 minutes ago that believes nonsense across the river here did something. Because, you know, rightfully so. He said, look, man, it was bad a couple months ago, around December. Again, I tell you, every year at Christmas, there's a surge. He said, there were people walking in my restaurant begging for food. And then it went away. And he cannot put together in his head. That's why we need to be talking about the border more. We need to talk about things that really can help. You know, I mean, because this message, it worked. It worked. People believed it. People believed this little strip of razor wire show did something. And obviously it didn't. Obviously it didn't. I mean, I can't stress to you how small. This is a 50-acre park in all of Eagle Pass. And the most hilarious part is, this is the most hilarious part. Piedras Negras is one of the safest cities in Mexico. Eagle Pass is one of the safest cities in the United States. Both these cities are two of the safest cities in North America. And we got this agitprop going on. You know why I think they did it here, to be honest with you? I drove across the state of Texas to get here today. I drove across the state of Texas, the entire state. This place, Eagle Pass, is in the middle of nowhere. Nobody's coming out here. I mean, nobody in the corporate media is coming out here to show you this. So they can say whatever they want. And who's going to challenge them? You know, I mean, they tell you that just today, Greg Abbott was on Fox News today, talking about how terrorists are coming across and, you know, all this other nonsense that and he's acting like this did something? Really? This stopped terrorism? This stopped terrorism? That stopped terrorism? No, that's idiotic. But the message worked, man, because, you know, there's some people here. I talked to a young man. He's Mexican American, and he's gonna vote Republican. He's gonna vote Republican because in his mind, in December, there was a lot of illegal immigration. Now there isn't any. And in his mind, he was told this did it. This stopped it. You know, and when I questioned him on it and said, look, it's just in this one little area right here. It's just this little area right here. That's it. You can see it end right over there. You see it ends right there. It's just this little area. How did it stop illegal? I can walk around this fence. I can literally 5 minutes walk down the river, 5 minutes. How did it stop it? Well, it must have been Border Patrol. And he associates this with Border Patrol. When Border Patrol is Biden and the federal government. We really need to talk about the border more, folks. We really need to talk about the border more. Look, we do. We just do. You know, we can't let them just say things that aren't true like this. I mean, look at that. The people of Eagle Pass want their park back. They're, no kidding, folks, there are organizations in the Eagle Pass that are demanding that Abbott leave. Pack this shit up and go and give us our park back. We want to come play in the river. We want to fish in the river. We want our boat ramp back. He took their boat ramp. You know, there aren't many places on this river. You see how shallow it is up here? You know, you can't get a boat through that. There are very few places on this river that are deep enough for a boat, and he took their boat ramp. That's all shut down to the public now. It's stupidity. Just pure stupidity. Asinine stupidity. Anyways, y'all have any questions or anything in particular you want to see? I'm watching the comments. Anything else you want to see? You know, really, I mean, this idiocy between the tax boondoggle, you know, we desperately need tax reform in my state. We have some of the highest taxes in the country. When you add up our property taxes and everything else, they took a surplus, did a tax rebate that won't be there next year, told everybody it was tax reform. So I got like a 50% cut in my property tax this year that I won't get next year after the election. They just lied. There was no tax reform. They didn't reform shit. Because there won't be a surplus next year to do the same thing all over again. I'm tired of Republicans lying, running their mouths, and not doing anything. You know, we Democrats are willing to do the work. You know, these aren't easy fixes. I mean, they require work. Hey, idiot that keeps saying stupid shit. I was born in Texas, raised in Texas, lived in Texas my entire life. Who are you? Probably some Michigander loudmouth. Some Kansas know nothing. I'm literally standing at my border. And you want to run your mouth. Typical Republican. Don't know shit, but run your mouth. That is so typical. You have somebody here willing to answer your questions, literally standing at the border that can show you anything you want to see, and all you want to do is run your mouth. That is so typical. That is all Republicans are. Just loudmouth stupidity. Just like the governor that did this. Just loudmouth stupidity. Did nothing, wasted billions of dollars, but you don't care because you don't pay taxes, do you, boy? You don't pay taxes, do you, boy? Just another idiot. Look at this. And this is the part that really pisses me off. Look at this. Look behind me here. They still got their park. Still kept up. Got their football fields. And like I said, just the other side of this is football. Just the other side of this, they got soccer stadiums. Soccer fields all lined up. They still got their park. We don't have ours, though. Because it's used for stupid props, man. Agitprop. That's all it is. No, Abbott is not securing the border. Folks, to secure the border, you have to understand, Mexico and the United States are countries that have a combined population of damn near 500 million people. There's going to be immigration. There's going to be immigration. You know the reason people are going from here to there? Jobs. People hire them to do jobs. That's why they're going. They're hiring them to We need to fix the immigration system. At this point, how people can come in here and support the rapist that does nothing. You know, a guy followed a woman into a Bergdorf Goodman dressing room, lingerie dressing room. What the hell was he doing, you know, slinking around in a damn woman's lingerie section anyways? Followed a woman into a lingerie section, slammed her up against the wall, shoved his tongue in her mouth, rammed his hand up her dress, stuck his finger in her vagina. She finally kneed him off and ran away. And these people are in here talking about how much they love him. Yeah, I believe you. I believe that's what you are. I believe that's what you Republicans are. That's why you'll sit here and waste $30 billion of our hard-earned Texas tax money on your damn photo op, because you're just worthless trash, all of you. I've never met, anybody ever met MAGA that wasn't worthless trash? Has anybody ever met somebody wearing one of those stupid frickin' red Chinese-made hats that was not trash? That's what they do. See that? See that tax money sitting around doing nothing? And guys with their hands in their pockets. That's all MAGA's good for. They've never done anything in their lives. They've never fixed anything in their lives. You know, we got bills ready to go, man. Every one of these lanes on this bridge, when you get to the end of it, there's a series of scanners that you through. They've got improved scanners, more lanes to improve the flow of traffic so that things can't sneak through. You're more efficient. You know, I mean, but they don't want to talk about doing the job. I mean, listen to the stuff they talk about. Just read the stupid shit they say. You know? I mean, damn. Just nonsense. Well, folks, I just wanted you to see this for yourselves. I just wanted you to see one more time. I want you to see, you know, all this talk, all this bravado about what they're doing. Here's your barbed wire. There's your razor wire. Stupid low rent, junky ass shipping containers stacked on riverfront property that belongs to the city of Eagle Pass, and it just comes along here and oops, it stops. It just stops. And then you go down here and you walk a few hundred yards this direction. Oops, it stops. It's just a prop. It doesn't really do anything. You know, on a 1,250 mile border, you got a couple football fields long worth of razor wire. And then you got my idiot governor talking about he's doing something. Paying for this stupid blow up tent for people to sit in the air conditioning and collect paychecks for doing nothing. They got their hands in their pockets. Doing nothing. That's MAGA for you. That's MAGA for you. Anyways, kid's very upset he's not getting his ice cream. So I'm going to let you folks go. I want you to have a good day, but I wanted you to see this up close and personal. I've got a lot more footage that I'm going to show in my show on Friday and Sunday. We're going to talk about the border a lot more. We are. I mean, we're just not going to let the Republicans set the narrative on this. They're just liars. They support rapists. They're just trash. We're not doing it. Anyways, folks, wanted you to have a good day. I'm out. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day here in Mexico.